Young Princ, Alexander. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a young prince named Alexander. He was the only son of the king and queen, and as such, was destined to one day rule the kingdom. However, Alexander had a problem. He was incredibly shy and had a hard time speaking in front of others. This made it difficult for him to interact with his subjects and gain their trust. His parents, the king and queen, were worried about their son's inability to communicate effectively and sought the help of a wise old wizard who lived in a remote part of the kingdom. The wizard, upon hearing of Alexander's problem, agreed to help him and asked the prince to come to his castle for a week of intensive training. Alexander, being the obedient son, set off on a journey to the wizard's castle. The journey was long and arduous, but Alexander was determined to overcome his fear and become a great ruler. After several days of traveling, he finally reached the castle and was greeted by the wizard. The wizard's training was intense and challenging, but Alexander was determined to succeed. He spent hours each day practicing his public speaking skills and learning how to communicate effectively with others. He also learned how to control his nerves and how to present himself with confidence. As the week came to an end, Alexander felt much more confident and at ease in social situations. He thanked the wizard for his help and set off back to the kingdom. When he returned home, he was greeted as a different person. His subjects could see the change in him. He was more confident and assertive, and they could sense that he was ready to rule. Years went by and Alexander's rule was marked by prosperity and peace. He was loved by his subjects and respected by his peers. Alexander's success as a ruler was due in large part to the training he received from the wise old wizard. Years later, Alexander decided to visit the wizard to thank him for his help. When he arrived at the castle, he found that the wizard had passed away, but left a letter for Alexander. In the letter, the wizard wrote, "You have the power within yourself to overcome any obstacle. You just need to believe in yourself and have the courage to face your fears." Alexander was deeply moved by the wizard's words, and they stayed with him throughout his life. He would always remember the lessons he learned during his training and would pass them on to his own children, who would also become great rulers. The end.